Alright guys, what's going on? I'm Tim Kelly. This is the Real Sports Talk. Thank you guys for tuning in. And some surprising news today coming out of the NFL. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be as surprising as it is considering Brian Urlacher's in almost his mid-30s at this point. But this is just not a move that I necessarily saw coming, as Brian Urlacher, who spent 13 years with the Chicago Bears and is one of the better NFL linebackers that we've ever seen, certainly one of the best of the last 10 years. He announced today that he will step away from the game after 13 seasons, all of which he spent with the Chicago Bears. Urlacher had this to say. Obviously, the Bears decided that they would not bring him back after this season, and he was testing free agency, and it didn't appear like he had a ton of interest, which did surprise me to a level because of the leadership that he would provide and the fact that I still think he can still play. He's not necessarily at the level that he once was, but I think the leadership and the fact that he's one of the better linebackers of all time, I think that I was surprised to see a team not jump up and kind of go after him. He said this: "After spending a lot of time thinking about my NFL future, I've made a decision to retire." He said all of this on Twitter. This is coming off of an ESPN article. "Although I think I could continue playing, I'm not sure I'd bring a level of performance or passion that's up to my standards. When considering this, along with the fact that I could retire after a 13-year career wearing only one jersey for such a storied franchise, my decision became pretty clear." So, that's the first statement. I'll read another one off, but just responding to that statement, I think that there is a level of that certain athletes feel like, I just want to keep playing. So you look at guys like Shaq late in his career. He could have stepped away from the game a lot earlier than he did, but he decided that he wanted to continue playing. So yeah, he killed his stats a little bit at the end of his career, lowered some of his stats. He just really wasn't as good a player, jumped around from a few different teams, but he enjoyed it and had the love of the game. Brian Urlacher feels like he still has some passion, but not necessarily the passion that he expects himself to have when he's out on the field, and also the fact that his performance, he doesn't feel like is up to the standard that he expects, and that is why he's walking away from the game. He also said, "I want to thank all the people in my life that have helped me along the way. I'll miss my teammates, my coaches, and the great Bears fans. I'm proud to say that I gave all of you everything I had every time I took the field. I'll miss this great game, but I'll leave it with no regret." And while he did not win a Super Bowl, he played in the Super Bowl. And I think the fact that you did spend your entire career with one team, and the fact that Brian Urlacher, at some point, if he wanted to still play next season, probably would have gotten at least an offer from another team, I do believe that he kind of gets a sense that he walked away on his own terms. He, in every game that he played, left all his passion out there on the field, and that kind of does give you closure. While you never were able to reach the pinnacle of winning a Super Bowl, he won a Defensive Player of the Year, he won a Defensive Rookie of the Year, and he was really just an overall tremendous linebacker who has had a Hall of Fame career. And he's leaving on his own terms in his mind, maybe not in everyone else's mind, but in his own mind, he's leaving on his own terms, and I think that is a good thing to see. It surprised the hell out of me, to be honest, but Brian Urlacher, one of the better players that I've seen in my lifetime, and him and Ray Lewis retiring in the same offseason, it's kind of fitting. Two guys with tremendous passion that both played the middle linebacker position and were damn good at it. So Brian Urlacher steps away from the game after 13 years. There's no doubt he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, because, again, it's a move that caught, I think, a lot of people off guard, but I guess it really shouldn't have. Brian Urlacher steps away from the game. I'll see you guys next time.